Hello everyone, good evening. This is literally just me testing my equipment to see the quality and the sound. Hopefully something should be coming around in a minute for you. Oh, loads of comments. Hello to everyone. Let's have a look through. This could be fun without moving the camera. Hello to UK Mainline. David, obviously. Latest Apple vlogs, hello. The Transport Spotter, Fred's Trains, hello. Ewan's Model Railways, cheeky promo. Wild Right, cheeky promo. James Me Models, Marco D, Oliver Kirkby, hello. Brentley Junction, hello. Roberto, John Warner, Lego Man, hello. Who else we got? Hiya, John. It's going to be tough to keep up with these comments, I tell you. There's too many of you. Bear with me. Broke it already. Problem with these long trains is they're derailing. Hi Ed, I've not missed you. Strath Pepper, hello. Jamie, hello, how are you? This is going to be an evening saying hello to everyone, I think. What I'm going to do in a minute is I'm just going to turn the one of the engine sounds on, because I want to see how it sounds on camera, because this is going to be a bit of a test. So I'm just trialing it. And also, for those wondering, my phone is propped up on a roll of sellotape and a train box, leaning on a tub of glue. So it's a touch unstable. How's the picture to everyone? Is it all right? Thank you, Thomas. Brantley, I've already given you a shout out. I like the angle. I always take a good angle. Galhorn Hall, thank you very much for joining. Clifford, I'm not even going to try and pronounce the rest. Hello. London International, Dunswood, hello both. Penny Hill, it's not my first live session. I used to do them on Facebook quite a lot back in the day. I'm just testing out the YouTube features. Mr. Intercity, hello. Beatenhoff, how are you? Oliver, when I originally planned the layout, it was the new junction you see in front of you was the original idea. As a sort of tribute to a good friend of mine who does exactly that. Hi Stuart, how are you? It's really difficult keeping up with these comments, I tell you. I'm leaning over the layout. I've got one train off the track on the other side of the layout. Ed's Trains, hello. Am I coming through clear enough for you all? Do I like the new LNER livery? Yes, love it. It's not really changed much, has it? I'm glad it's in the government's hands again. Oh, Stuart, you're put me on the spot here. That was going to be saved, but here we go. Let me dig it out. Special content. I'm only going to show you this briefly because there is a video coming on it. I was sent a special present which arrived today along with a prize. To give you a sneak peek, there it is. Don't know if you can see that clearly, but I'll show you more on that on its own video. Won't just be about a keyring, don't get me wrong. How am I getting on with the station canopy? It's coming on. I'm not showing you any of it because I don't want to spoil anything. You guys give me too much credit. You're expecting some work of art. I tell you, it's going to be it's going to be terrible, I think. Finn, hello. How are you doing? David, function 10, special horn. I always have the special horn around you. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Sorry guys, you'll have to bear with me. I'm just the other side of the layout. I've got a I might have, you know when you go on eBay and you buy something and you think this is a bargain. Well, I got a really good deal on North U Railway, just mentioned it, my Lesco train, my Tesco train, but the flats that come with it, I think for the price Rails was selling sort of 4 or 6 for, I think I might have got 12 sets, so I've just literally put them on my layout. And as you can imagine, it's derailed like a good one, so I'm trying to put that back on. It's derailed over my double slip points, so it's turning into a nightmare. But I'm trying at the same time to test out the features on this camera while trying to keep up with the comments. I wasn't quite expecting sort of 70 of you to be watching, I'll be honest with you. So thank you as always for tuning in. Let me just scroll back. I'm just sort of getting used to this on the phone. I've only just reached a point where I can actually, or I don't know if it's whether I've reached a point or whether YouTube's allowed it, where I can stream from my phone without an app on YouTube. Let's just readjust the camera. And I think my screen shows 3 comments at a time, so I'm trying to keep up with you all. Stuart owes me a kebab, he does. Train spotter. How much do you spend on your layout? If I answered that, my other half would come up here. I think she'd throw me down the ladder. So, you never add up your hobbies, otherwise it stops being a hobby, doesn't it? Thomas White, I heard someone's working on the LNER decals on the HST and 91s. I hope so, I wouldn't be surprised. David, you just ruined my surprise. It might be the Hornby canopy. Scroll down. Sorry if I'm missing your comments. It's all new and I can't touch the phone too much because it'll fall over. North Rail Photographer, hello. BNSF, have you done the back-to-backs? I'm not sure what you mean by that, sorry. Matt Slade, hello. Good to see you. Sorry, I'm scrolling through. Deltec Dan, hello, welcome. Sorry if I'm really behind the comments. It's probably there's probably a delay in streaming. Oh, sorry, I'm with you. The derailing is literally just caused because there's a piece of sort of debris on the track, and I've just missed it, and it's just derailed in the middle. And you know what you like? You pull one carriage off, and you pull the rest off. I'd love to add a Northern Class 142. It's finding one that's the trouble. And like most of us, we're not made of money, and some of them get listed for silly amounts, and you just miss them. Hello, Teza. St. Peter's, hello. Welcome. I mean, let's be honest, what are you all doing? It's 10 o'clock at night. Why are you watching this stream for? Hold on, let me go and see if I can put this back on and get it running. You'll be sick of these containers, I tell you. I know I am already. I would show you what I'm doing, but you'd see the station. I don't want you to see it. If you get the train currently going round, is the Arriva Class 67. Kindly loaned to me by Deb Jones of Cottesmore Junction. Go and check him out. Let me catch up. Hi Nathan. Hi Neil. Matt's to blame for quite a lot of things, I'll be honest with you. I'm still after a Class 60. Stuart, you're on your Xbox. Nice. Dave, that is probably my most asked question of this year. When will they finish the Junction? Probably never. Funding only lasts while they're still doing it. Dum, 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 dum. I do need a Cola 60. I need someone to send me one. Oliver, you're watching this because you don't have anything better to do. Funny enough, I'm doing it because I don't have anything better to do. Would you have a class 700? I do borrow one from time to time. And I have the limited edition version, I said. Robert Osborne. Oh, super chat. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I don't even know what that is, but just pinged up. Stuart's off. See you in a bit. I probably missed you. Evening, Nick. I can't even say your name. Septic Eye, is it? Hello. Scottish Steam Productions. Can you do a Heritage Land Gala? Wait for Friday's video. Am I getting the class 56? Probably not. I'll be honest with you. Matt Slade, I'll borrow your 60 anytime. That sounded amazing. Whoever sends me one first, I'll do a double header if you want. No, I don't mean with the engines. What's your favourite locomotive by Ben? That's easily my HST in Virgin livery. What happened to the N-gauge coach off the lorry? That went on to, I think it was Kirkton Road, who I think dropped out of the running, and I've lost track of where it's gone. It has definitely gone somewhere else, but I'm yet to see a video on it. Northview Railways, hello. No one has anything better to do yet. Lee Tanky, hello. I don't know how far behind I am in these comments. They keep coming. Matt Maz, hello. Let's have a look. Susanna, hello. It's nice to be on the other side for once, isn't it, Susanna? You can watch it. The scrap line, hello. I think I've caught up. Hold on, let me get these trains running again. They've all derailed on me. Let's see what I'm doing wrong. There we go, we've got something running. Sorry if I'm not keeping up with the comments, guys, while you're watching. I've left you in the trusting hands of my moderator, Dave, from Cottesmore. This was only meant to be a test, but there are 80 here. Let's have a look. I hope you're all talking between yourselves. Sorry, I did mean the Class 800. I've got the limited edition one, and I do borrow the Great Western one. Although I had a load of trouble with that. Richie Sutton, good evening. What's my favourite freight goods locomotive? Ooh, that's a good question. I think as a model, I want to say the Class 67 is really good. Rarely gives me any trouble as its own model. In reality, I do like the 66 though, as a real one. S Trains, hello. Oliver Ayres, hello. Can you show us the Class 800? Not this evening. It's currently in a box. As I said, I am ever so slightly trying to test the features of this out behind the scenes. Hi Ian, how are we doing? What's the horse called? I won't say I am. Charlie, how are we doing? Oh, there we go. Oh, broken. Sure, I literally just said I don't have any trouble with the 67. It should start up. The Paddington Bear 800. I don't know what to think about that. Part of me just thinks it's a rip-off because it's a sticker, but then the other part of me thinks it's great. I did have issues with the initial Great Western 800. That did have to go back for Hornby actually to be replaced entirely. I had coach lighting issues where coaches wouldn't light up. I can't remember what this was. I think there was cab lighting in one of the models as well. Charlie Parker, hello. Robert Osborne, can we see the station? Not yet, unfortunately. Neil Kilford, what happened now? If you mean the delay, one of my container wagons shorted out on the one of my cross points, and they just tripped the Hornby Select, which is kind of a good thing. Valleybrook Super Chat. Oh, bloody hell. Thank you very much, Stuart. That's very, very kind of you. It's weird getting Super Chats on a test. Do you know if any of the UK manufacturers have been affected by the recent closure of a Chinese factory from NS3644? I do know Hornby are in a bit of trouble. But then, when aren't they? It's going to take them quite a while to get out of it. I know someone who works within Hornby, and I think the new management are doing their best for a bad situation they've been left in. But I think it's just going to take a couple of... because they sort of re-release their stock almost yearly. I think it's going to take a couple of years, a couple of waves of new stock to sort of get out of this financial hole. Stuart, as I said, that's very kind of you. You didn't have to. Oliver Kirkby, I would donate but I'm broke. Join the club. No one needs to donate. I'll try and read out all your comments regardless. Susanna, I've got the Paddington 800 on order. I'm only slightly jealous. I quite literally couldn't justify one for me, especially being East Coast. I've not even got the excuse of the other half let me have it because I need it. David Jones, your 67 is running brilliantly. It is. It really is, actually. Like I said, model-wise, the 67 is just a solid model. If I took the sort of freight off the back of these, it'd be they'd just run forever, I think. Just to get a bit of feedback off you, with the engine sound in the background, is it distorting my voice? Obviously, I can't hear myself. Is it all coming out clear, or is it better without the sound, would you say? That's only one engine as well. Nick Bafter, Hatton, dearie me, I need to learn to talk. Biffa are bringing out the, dearie me, Hattons are bringing out the Biffa livery Class 66. I saw that, I really want that. See you in a bit, Matt. Thanks again. Hope your Saturday trip out goes very well. Let's have a look. Sorry, I'm trying to catch you up. Are the DRS container wagons worth buying? Yeah, I will say they are. They can be quite temperamental things. If you've got, well, I suppose I'd grade a layout now on the how your track runs. I mean, sometimes a Class 66 won't run on my layout at all, which is why I'm selling a few of them. So if you've got any tight corners or anything, don't bother with the container wagons. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up. Hi, Nanny. No distortion. See, on my screen, the image obviously is my camera image, so it looks perfect. How's it looking to you guys? There's that 81 of you watching according to me. Oh, Brentley Junction, see you in a bit. OSM production station is coming on. It is a building site, and I'm not showing you it because I don't want to spoil any of it. But that's going to be later in, I think. Oh, I think I've caught up. While I've got you, before you'll, I suppose as you drop off, don't forget to check out the new Facebook page for New Junction. All stopped again. There's a special horn for you. My next video is out on Friday. I did miss last Friday. I was away in the week, and I've not been well for quite a while, and it was just boiling in here, so I didn't really feel up to rushing a video out. Susanna, it's nice and relaxing being on the other side. I know what you mean. Sam, have I got any new locals or rolling stock? I'm trying to think what you've not seen yet. I think the last video I updated you all, it was my Lesco train. So that was one. Oh, hold on. Hold the thought. Sorry, my containers are playing havoc. It's could have been online for nearly half hour. New locals and running stock. I do have a new Class 66 arriving on Friday. I think that's in the Lesco livery. Eddie the engine. Oh, hold on, what's going on here? I want to park up this 67. It's starting to play havoc, so what I'll do is I'll park it in front of you. There's a parting shot. There you go, as far as I'll get. Yeah, so new locals, I'm trying to get myself a Class 60 in the Colas Rail livery. There are a few other bits I'd like. I'd definitely like the Euro Phoenix when that comes out, finally. That's been delayed. Naptonil, hello, good evening. How are you doing, Linda? Get the Flying Scotsman 225 set. I wouldn't mind that, it's finding the coaches for it. Same again, the Class 91, because I like to run longer trains, it is a bit light. And they tend to pull themselves off in the big corners. Nick Wilcott, if you're still here, good night. Thanks for tuning in. Richie Sutton, what Class 66 livery would you reckon of getting? All of them. I suppose for me it'd be all the East Coast mainline ones, and then some of the famous ones. I wouldn't mind the one with the rainbow on the side. Yes, I do mean Stobart Rail livery. You have to ignore me when I get liveries wrong. I tell you, it's not my forte. Some people are so in depth with things. It's amazing, but I've got a memory like a sieve, so you just have to ignore me. I actually quite like the new Freightliner livery. I've dubbed it the Colas Wasp. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch you up. Have you tried liquid ballast? No. I've heard about it, and to be honest, I'll probably, when I come to re-tackle that, I probably will go down that route for the Class 91. Oddly, it works really well with a Class 67, my one you've just seen go past. When that pulls it, because of such weight in the engine, it stops that happening. So that's really cool. This has turned into a bit of a stream, hasn't it? Have you got a DRS Class 66? No, I've not. I've literally, 66 wise, I've got the Freightliner Shanks livery in front of you. I've got a standard Freightliner 66. I've just sold, actually, last night, my EWS 66 with sound. Yeah, and that's about it. I've got Eddie the Engine coming on Friday, though. Let me just catch up. And say, while I've got you, we've been on for 32 minutes. This was literally a test. Got loads of you joined, so thank you very much for that. What I'll say as a parting shot for you, because I'm gonna pop off and leave you to it. Don't forget to check out the new Facebook page and my moderator David Jones of Cottesmore Junction. Check out his layout page. That's where the 67 in front of the blue one, where that came from. And that's on loan to New Junction for a few videos. So thank you very much to David, and thank you for offering to moderate my live stream this evening. But you're all going to suddenly go goodbye, and I won't be able to keep up here. Oh yeah, Linda, I forgot to tell you, I've got Eddie the Engine coming. Another one, he arrives Friday. Yeah, and we've, sorry, both New Junction and Cottesmore Junction both have new brand spanking new Facebook pages, so do check those out. And I'm hoping, not this Friday, I think the Friday after is the first episode of my new series, which will be very good. I've got a competition, I've got some prizes to give away, which have been kindly donated to the channel. I've got discount codes for various companies as well that they want to be involved in that video, so that should be interesting. But I'm quite excited about that, but I need to wait for all the goodies to be here, so hopefully stay tuned for that one. But I'm going to leave you now, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. This was only a test, but you've sort of blown me away, as always. Thank you for tuning in to New Junction's videos, and I'll catch you on the next one. Who's going to ask the last question? Arriva 67, why do you have that? It's on loan from David Jones, my moderator of Cottesmore Junction. But bye to you all. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and I suppose you'll see me on Friday. See you later, guys. Bye. It's that awkward moment where I press bye, and it takes a minute before you stop the stream, so that's always awkward. I always think it's funny when I watch other people do it. I think it's going to end now. See you later, guys. Hi, Jason. You just missed it.